Moving on over to Port Bay, we have a battle in the T110E3 played by God of Weebs. Now, he gets it here. Usually go see Capside, especially if you have mediums that'll take corner, hopefully. His heavies do not understand that meta, but that's okay. Just for that, it'll allow him to get the damage, and that's what we want, really. Anyways, he's gonna pop his speed, start moving over to this way, and maybe find some shots. We'll see. And anyways, to make it a little bit shorter, I'll just shorten his name down to God, just so we don't get any confusion and so on. Looks like the ST is spotted over there on the left flank, indicating that the most likely way the entire enemy team went was town. Which is, I guess, good for him, because he's moving up towards their spawn and he'll be able to get shots on their tank destroyers, heavy tank shots, sideways, and everything, really. Which is what you really want. With this tank, you can camp, you can snipe, you can go frontline, you can go harass heavy tanks. Goes for a little blind shot HE there on the rear of the T-57. I don't think it penned, but he still got some damage out. The Yag decided to sit here, allowing for our friend to get another shot out. Don't quite understand it, but nice little high roll for 724 there, making up for that shot that did not pen that T-57, but only did splash damage. And now he's just gonna get a bunch of side shots on the heavy tanks over this way. Although he does have to wait for them to come back into the open and do not too smart things. He's gonna go for another HE shell here on the rear of this T-57. Little bit risky, considering you have to hit right above that track and right below that engine deck for that to pen, but that's okay. Looks like the Kron has fallen. The WT and IS-8 are very low HP. This battle could be over pretty quickly. Nice little precision fire for AP there on the Yag, bringing him down to a one-shot. So that leaves the standard B, T-57, and the Yag to one-shots. Well, make that the standard B and the T-57 and the Yag. Gets a nice little clearing shot there on the Yag, bringing it down to a 4 versus 5. And now he'll start to bleed this mouse's HP, because that's a lot of HP he's going to have to chew through if the situation gets down to, well, you already know, according to the title. Now that 183 there on the back is a one-shot, he's got to keep an eye out for that, because you do not want that thing putting a shell into you, causing a lot of damage. Now he's just gonna hold this line here, wait for shot opportunities on people, and this is when he realizes, well, maybe he can get over to that 183, clearing him before things get dicey, but it is way too late. There goes the VK90, bringing it down to a 2 versus 5. And that T-57 will fall shortly here. Don't you worry. There he goes, bringing it down to a 1 versus 5. Now, our friend here, God, has, well, very good map awareness, decision-making skills, and being able to use his tank, because he could put a shot into this Kron here, but he wants the clear shot on that T-57, which he does in fact get, bringing it down to a 1 versus 4. Now that 183 is going to get spotted on his right over here, and he's going to refocus his attention to that, because that is a dangerous gun you do not want being kept in the game. I don't quite understand why the 183 went for HE there, but he paid the price with his life, bringing it down to a 1 versus 3. The ST, Kron, and Mouse still have a decent amount of HP that he's going to have to burn through, and it looks like the Mouse is sitting on the cap, so he's got to do something about this quick, otherwise this could become a problem. He's still got a decent amount of HP, and considering the fact those heavy tanks do not have the best penetration in the game, he should be able to bounce a lot of their shells, which is a very good thing. Especially in a 1v3 like this, because he's got to keep the tanks to his front, hopefully, so that they are unable to pen him. The only place they can really pen is, well, his lower plate, and that stupid little glitch thing you can pen on the right side of the tank there at the top. That cap is moving quite swiftly here. Thankfully, the ST just pulls out sideways, allowing for him to get the shot, and the Kron does, well, this for some apparent reason, leaving the whole cap open to flank. Well, open for him to just take it. The Kron goes down into the stitch, but he does not care. God is going to clear this ST, rush on over to the cap, and hopefully get the shot to reset on this poor Mouse. Now, the Mouse almost had it, but a little too late. Our friend God here is going to get the APCR into the side of him, resetting the cap, bringing it back down to a 1 versus 2. 2 minutes left on the clock. I guess 2 minutes for each tank left in the game. Well, on the enemy team at least. He's gonna get his tank around here. And this is where the bouncing fest is gonna begin. The enemy is just gonna bounce those shells all day long, which is exactly what you want. That is such a satisfying sound to hear, especially in this situation. The mouse is going to turn him sideways here. The Kron's going to bounce, but the mouse is going to get a shot at him here. He's going to get the clear shot on the Kron there. He's going to pop his speed, so he's able to back up. And now he's able to just dish out the damage without really worrying here. Now, that was almost a bad situation there. Thankfully, the mouse aimed towards the rear, only hitting the track. Gets a nice little APCR shot with the fire ignite there, bringing him down to a 2-shot here. Gets another bounce off, and that mouse is trying to angle, but it is no match for the E3's APCR. Bringing him down to a 1-shot. Hey God, looks like the WT loves you. Maybe you should get his address. I don't know. Possibly. Anyways, he gets the clear shot on the mouse, ending the game. Now, that was a really good game in this tank, 1v5, 8.7k damage. He just exceeded my damage by, I think, 200 if I remember correctly. And like usual with these battles, thanks to the team for doing absolutely nothing, allowing for our friend here to get the damage. And with that note, I'll make my leave.